Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here with our weekend energy reading for the weekend of May 1st, 2026 and a 3-card pick. I was drawn to stars and then I saw that today is a full moon. So I'm like, all right, well, then let's pull some cards from the Moon and Stars Tarot by Jayne Wallace. I'm going to pull a clarifying card from the Guiding Light Oracle from Kelly T. Smith. And then we'll do our 3-card pick from Starry Beginnings, Cassi White. So feeling drawn to stars, turns out I love stars. And it also turns out that it's a full moon. So what do we do in the full moon? We can put our crystals out and we can put water out to get that clearing and energy from the moon. So, you can certainly look up things you can do today with the full moon. So our first pick here will be from the Moon and Stars. I want to remind everyone, this is for entertainment purposes only, as you know, and please like, share, and subscribe, as it really does help the channel. So I'm just shuffling here, and I am thinking about what message do we need for this weekend for May 1st, 2026. All right, there we go. And then let me pull one of our Guiding Light Oracle cards for a clarifying card. Let's see what we get. Love these cards. When haven't I loved the cards? First card out, the Sun. You can't get a more positive card than the Sun, and it says positivity. Moving forward, new beginnings. You can see clearly, right? Honesty, innocence. I just love this, the Sun card, and it's the Sun card on the day we have a full moon. So I love that too. It's like the sun rises, it sets, the moon comes up and rises. I just feel like we're just in the sacred flow of everything, right? But beautiful card, the Sun card. 6 of Cups is next. Says the past. This is nostalgia, memories, looking at our family, right? Like maybe you're getting in touch with your siblings this week or this weekend. Just beautiful, full moon, sun, family, past memories. Hopefully they're good. If they're not, you know what? Maybe they have softened and you've learned from them, or you've learned something as you move forward to help others, to have that extra level of kindness. Wherever you're at on your journey, it is what it is. And I just heard it doesn't matter. Wherever we are, it doesn't matter. The universe doesn't care where we're at. The universe will support us in whatever we want. And if we feel that we are lacking or that we are not confident, then realize the universe will support us in not being confident, right? It's a paradox. So anyway, just looking back in the past, nostalgia, siblings, family, hopefully good memories and good things, to remember, and in the past. And then of course, it's almost just like even exponentially gets bigger because of this Sun card of good things. But then we get this 8 of Swords for the weekends, and this says anxiety, right? We feel a little bit afraid sometimes to move forward, I think, because right, we've all, let's be honest, we've all been burned. At least I have. I can't speak for you, but it's like, that one time I did that thing and then it didn't work out, and then all this other terrible stuff happened, right? Or I went out to do something really positive and my car broke down. Hey, that's how it is, right? That is just the universe sending us those tests when we need them to reset ourselves for whatever reason, and to approach it with the best, most positive attitude we can approach it with. And I know it's hard because I'm human and I've gone through it myself, and I will continue to go through it myself, but always trying to just reset. So we have this anxiety card, and it might even be something in the past that is bringing up this anxiety card. So, but we have the Sun shining all this, illuminating it all, warm, right? Move forward, expansion. So what does all this mean, right? It's kind of like talking about me, right? About many of us. Anxiety, of course, we want to move forward. So I'm glad I pulled a clarifying card. The clarifying card it's number 52, which is a 7, which is very spiritual. 7's a very spiritual number. And it says spiritual practice. And this card says, making time for your spiritual practice will assist you with clearing your mind and restoring your inner peace. this weekend, it might be time to sit back, learn how to meditate, try to meditate, get back on your schedule of meditation, right? But really grounding. And meditation isn't the only thing. Walking in nature, just calming yourself, sitting down, like those 3 deep breaths. So it's like, but in coming up, I just heard with your own spiritual practice, maybe you need to set up a little altar in your house that'll help you focus. I mean, maybe not, right? We're all different. That's what I love. 9 billion people on this planet, 9 billion unique ways to do things, right? So we all have to be also cognizant of that fact, and also like open to understanding that maybe everybody's not going to do things my way. But that all being said, that's a whole nother tangent. But this week, knowing the sun shines, but setting up that spiritual practice or going back to it or just staying with it, maybe adding something to it, maybe taking something away. Sometimes I think I can get a little bit too spiritual in my spiritual practice. And what I mean is I've like, okay, I have to do this, then I have to meditate, then I have to, it's not, I don't have to make it that hard on myself. But again, you do you, bringing in the spiritual practice, knowing the sun is shining, and just moving forward. You know, as we all are doing, almost like whether we want to or not. So there you go. All right. So now, really a beautiful reading for the weekend, because it really, I think, highlights where many of us are, right? We're always feeling like one side or the other side, but knowing that there's the calm middle, the neutral, the fulcrum, right? We have on one side love, on the other side fear, but we have that middle, that fulcrum. That's neutral, and neutral is positive. So even if we just stay neutral with something, eventually we'll still move positively, right? We can still move positive. Just by staying neutral, we can stay on the positive side. So that's like 51% positive, 49% negative. So anyway, there you go. Let's do a shuffle for this 3-card pick here. I'm using these Starry Beginnings again. The moon and the stars this week. Yeah, I love that. The moon and the stars. I'm going to shuffle these cards one more time, and then I'll pick. Whoop, sorry about that. That was loud. And then we'll do pick our 3-card. All right, here we go. 3-card pick. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you. 1, 2, or 3. If you picked card 1, you got 31, which is 4, which is really a strong foundation. And it says, embrace the dark. Shine your true light upon this earth. Kind of what we were just talking about, right? We have this one side to the other side. Embracing our shadow selves every now and then to really learn from that and hopefully change, right? Change our belief system on something if we can and if we're ready and if we want to. So that's card 1. If you picked card 2, the number here is 42, which is 6, which is like home, cozy, but it says time to move on. And this flow with the river, see where it takes you. Yeah, time to move on. It's time to flow with the river. Stop fighting the flow, right? Don't stop trying to go upstream. Just go with the flow. All right, and then card 3. This is a 34, also a 7. The first card was a 7, and that's a very spiritual number. So let love be your guide. Live a life from love, guided by love. Yeah, live a life of love, guided by love. Yeah, that's really all there is. That's all it's all about, is love, unconditional love. All right, my friends, I will be back next week on Monday. Don't forget, Mondays are my quick pick a card shorts. Tuesdays are my super duper girl shorts. Wednesdays are my weekly astrology tarot card readings. Thursdays are my weekly energy readings with a 3-card pick. And here we are on Friday with my weekend energy readings and a 3-card pick. If I don't have any shows this weekend, I will definitely see you on Monday. Until then, namaste.